Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to our series Journey Through the Tarot. This week we are looking at the Eight of Cups from the Housewives Tarot deck by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. So, as always, first impressions. Let's look at this card. You'll notice our housewife has a kind of interesting look on her face. You might interpret it as fatigue, exasperation, or even anger, kind of a dull roar of anger. Now, I'm not sure what those stacked cups we see on the side did to her, but apparently they're in her bad books, or she's associating with something that is deeply unpleasant. Now, the pastel rainbow of colors on this card kind of catches my eyes, because even though these colors obviously all coordinate, there's something discordant in the effect, almost as if the energies of these cups represents an energy that is turned to static and is agitating the housewife. Now, overall, the feeling I get from this card is I don't wanna. Try and make me. So, not the most open-minded of vibes. Now, let's look at our booklet. There are three key words, well, key phrases, I should say, for this card, and they are broken heart, disappointment, and failed endeavor. And I think that does encapture her mood pretty well. Now, the description reads, 8 neatly stacked coffee cups symbolize fastidious preparation for the inevitable emotional hangover. Regrettably, it's not enough to rejuvenate your broken spirit. When the 8 of Cups appears, it may be your wake-up call to let go of a long-term relationship that has boiled over, or a failing endeavor you have invested a great deal of passion in. Yeah, so not exactly one of our good news cards. I mean, for the long term, if you heed the counsel and take the advice, it can be to your benefit. But in the here and now, not the most coziest, comfiest place to be in. So when this comes up in a reading, it is a sign that the querent has been going through a rough patch. So be alert to the surrounding cards that may shed light on the details of the situation. It's quite likely it will be a touchy subject. So try to be tactful when addressing it. Be honest about what the cards are saying. You've always got to be honest, but try to phrase things in a way that makes it more likely for the querent to listen. Um, it is kind of tedious to have to walk on eggshells around people, but they are coming to the cards for advice to rely on you for interpretation, and sometimes that means going the extra mile to try to phrase things in a way that they're going to be willing to absorb the message. Another thing to bear in mind is that if the Eight of Cups is referring to a broken heart, this may not necessarily refer to a failed romance or an ending marriage. Other possibilities include a variety of family problems. Maybe there's a wayward child that's going seriously off the rails, or the querent is struggling with fertility issues, or some kind of family feud. I don't think this card is likely or as likely to come up if it's reflecting issues within friendships, unless that friendship has the closeness of a family relationship, or the friendship actually has romantic overtones. But that's not necessarily being shared with you. And in all fairness, the querent may not be aware of it themselves. Sometimes things kind of boil over in our subconscious mind before we become consciously aware, and that does include romantic feelings from time to time. Last note on this card is that if this card is representing a failed endeavor, the field is wide open about what exactly that could mean. It could be a failed business or another professional pursuit. It could even mean that you were part of a community project that has crashed and burned. Or, even more painfully, it could mean that the querent was trying to do something artistically. Maybe they took up painting or sculpting or cake decorating, just something that, is an artistic outlet, and they were feeling good about it, and they were wanting to take it to another level. And then they may have been confronted with the reality that their talents lie in other directions, that the thing they've been enjoying doing it might be in the realm of a hobby rather than something you could turn into a profession. The card could even refer to instability within a society that the querent has been desperately trying to repair and heal, but to no avail. So you could be getting into some pretty serious, deep waters with this card. So just bear in mind when you're doing a reading for someone else and this little hunky-dory thing pops up. So that's it for the Eight of Cups. Next week we will be examining the Nine of Cups. And we'll see what that has to say for that. And I hope you'll be back next week to explore the Nine of Cups. In the meantime, if you would like to talk tarot or any other subject, you are very welcome to come see me at Blackbird's Brew on Discord. There is a link to join in the description box below. And as always, please subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!